Gonna be going to the store or something.
Turn me up in headphones. Yeah. Yeah. Busy. Let's get into it.
Peace, love, and happiness, so I can grab the piece. Start wildin' and clapping shit. Running with the rock in the jungle before Jumanji, nigga. Knocks come to not get low. Be hard to find me, nigga. Back talk, depending on the size. There's levels, my guys. Call me a clown and have my 2 cents. Show you my penny wise. You and me, mano, we mano. Gangsta, we gon' see. Call the Uber, bring me to you. Now this is Uber Eats. Serve a play to get served, boy. I'll send the word, boy. The youth start to shoot, word get back like you heard, old boy. That's personal conversation between the guys. Looking at Divvy like who ordered lobster with side of fries. Still ghetto, you still feel the way. We still handle our problems with the steel of metal. Real settle, Henny in your face, stand still, fellow. Pocket taps better to give than receive, so let nobody stack money.
We got the cast in the building. It's your boy DJ Junior kicking it off. Pause. Gotta say pause on everything as you people nowadays. Of course, we got Jay Busy in the building.
You already.
It's good.
The legendary Far Rock legend. in the building.
It's good.
Antiora / Kingston basketball prospect Luke Gold in the building. Yes, so I wanted to start it off before we get into our you know what we do. I wanted to give my boys a shout out and all that. Kingston High School boys basketball team, 5-0 start, 2-0 in the league, and ranked 17 in class AAA for New York State at the moment. We traveled to Shenandoah on Tuesday. It's dicey because it's supposed to snow, but we'll see what that what that'll be looking like. And here's I gotta show my boy, man. Great showing at this Newberg. Here's the block. Oh, give me that. There's the miss. Yeah, so I gotta show my boy some love, man.
That's a tough shot.
Hit 0 rim.
Right, it was split splash, taking their bath. Pause. Yeah. So 5-0, man. Shout out to the boys. I'm gonna get some more highlights together for them as the season goes on. Keep showcasing the guys, man, Kingston Tigers. So let's get right into it. College football playoffs goes down tomorrow. So we got it's Miami and Texas A&M. Miami got in there just by the it came down between them and Notre Dame really for that spot. We got Tulane versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss gonna be going without Lane Kiffin. We already went through that whole spiel and what went down with that. We got Alabama going up against Oklahoma, and then James Madison against Oregon. So I want to get you guys predictions, takes on the first round. So we'll start with Miami and Texas A&M, and of course I got to go with Drew first, man. So who you like in this Miami Texas A&M matchup?
I like Texas A&M in this matchup.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. Texas A&M is having a really good year. They had a little slip up against Texas, but they could have won that game. Right. Archman made some good plays at the end for Texas to pull that one out. So I like them to win. Is at home. I think home field plays a factor in this game. So they're gonna. I think overall they're just a better team too. I think so. I think they're gonna end up winning this one.
Okay. What do you think, Lou?
My original thought was to go with Miami on this one. I'm not very familiar with either team. And from a pedigree standpoint, from a prestige standpoint, I'm thinking Miami's going to pull the upset according to the numbers here. I'm not familiar with both teams.
I'm with you. I'm with you on the upset.
Yeah, I feel like, from a fan's point of view, not because I've been, paying attention to either team.
Right.
It just seems like Miami's been knocking on the door for quite some time. A playoff win here would say a lot for what they've been through the last couple of years, trying to come up a little bit, and that would be good for them. But either opponent meets the big dog next round anyway. So
I would have loved for Miami to win and then play Georgia. Carson Beck going up against his old team that would in the playoffs, that would have been dope. But I don't see them get, even if they win, I don't know if they can get past Ohio State. But Biz, who you like in Miami versus Texas A&M?
I wanted to sell the Miami upset just for the Georgia thing, but they're not beating Ohio State. When I see NFL, I said, there's no way somebody's going to happen twice. So Texas A&M, they want to sell tickets. They want to make it as competitive as possible. Texas A&M versus Ohio State makes so much more sense.
Yep. So then we move on to the next matchup, Tulane and Ole Miss. Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Do you think that Tulane should have been in there? And I'll start with you, Biz. Do you guys think Tulane should even be there?
You know what? You can't say they ain't supposed to be there until you see if they're supposed to be there. I don't know. I can't call that, bro.
I ain't watched one snap of Tulane all year. I was
neither,
more tapped in with Troy because my cousin plays
but
on Troy, so I was more tapped in on them.
Me neither, but bro, what can you really say? You know what I'm saying? You don't. What if they pull the upset? Then what? Then what if they go in there and be competitive against Georgia? Then what? Then we got to say they belong. But until then, if Ole Miss goes in there and blows them the fuck out, then they should never be there ever again.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be happy until this is like the NCAA tournament type style shit.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Drew?
I think they're an experimental team, Tulane. I mean, they picked Tulane out of a hat. I feel like Tulane is one of those picks where we've seen this year after year where there's a team that gets snubbed and there's always a team bitching over here. Like that team's normally like a Boise State or somewhere.
Boise State, it usually is a Boise State.
And they're bitching over here. Oh, we're 14-0 or whatever.
Northwestern or something, yeah.
That's Tulane this year, and they gave him that bid. And I feel like, what's the team? Notre Dame doesn't get in because of a team like Tulane. I don't know if it has anything to do with conferences, but I'd much rather see a Notre Dame in there than a Tulane to be competitive.
So yeah, Drew, what do you think about that? Exactly what he said.
No.
The
playoffs was created for teams like this,
right?
So they definitely deserve. Now, is Notre Dame and some of the SEC teams better than them? Yes, but that's not what the playoffs is for.
Right.
Okay, so you gotta, because those group of 5 leagues gotta play for something as well. So they won their league, they won the American League. The American League is a solid league.
Blockbuster Bowl, the Blockbuster Bowl, or the
No. They want to play in the playoffs too. They copying the basketball formula.
Right.
Like
right.
it's certain, like them little small, low level D1 schools that don't really have a shot, but they get an opportunity because they won their league.
Yeah.
And they over the years, you see, they make history. They do it. And the same, like y'all just mentioned Boise State. Boise State they had history over the years. They beat Oklahoma in the bowl game years ago when they had Oklahoma had Adrian Peterson. Okay, so they deserve to get in. Will they beat Ole Miss? Probably not. But they deserve that opportunity to try.
Yeah. I mean, when you put it like that, I want to see one of these underdogs, try to do the Cinder, put on the glass slipper, so to speak, as a Cinderella. But we'll move on. I think this is the game of the weekend. The 2 biggest names, I would say, I mean, Miami and Texas A&M, I'm not going to front on them. They definitely 2 major programs. But Alabama going into Oklahoma, Biz, we gotta start with you, man. Your boys, your Crimson Tide going on to the Sooners. What you got? What you think is gonna happen, man?
I don't think they're gonna make it. We're too one-dimensional, bro.
Yeah.
We're just one-dimensional. Oklahoma, we're just one-dimensional, bro. And this Jam Miller shit is. We keep talking about him. He's injured. We don't have no other backs. What type of recruiting did we do? Like, I can't call it, bro. What type of recruiting did we do?
Would you like to see DeBoer, Kalen, go to Michigan and you guys bring in a different head coach?
Please. Please. I'm giving up on this experiment.
Would you like an NFL coach? Where would you like to go with it?
I don't want to even go NFL coach. I want to go get a college coach, man.
Okay.
Can we try to turn Urban Meyer? Or can we go after somebody with a
Urban ain't doing that, man.
The guy up in North Carolina, Belichick?
Or do you get what I'm saying?
That's the empire right there. That's the
Can we try to get him in the transfer portal? Please.
Come on. Prime. What about Prime?
Even Prime hell no.
It's not good. It's not good. Prime is not between Prime's reputation and Alabama.
Prime is overrated as a coach.
He is.
I agree with you.
He is, but if you give him players, he'll do stuff. Prime's buzz, and then Alabama, like Alone's reputation, it together, it might pull in some hell of a recruiting class. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think they want Prime shit. They don't want Prime shit. Yeah. Lou, I know you're the staunch Alabama hater, so I know you probably want to see the Sooners. But what do you think?
Sooners. Which one would come out here and be like, "Oh, listen, Alabama does this real well," and blah blah blah, and I see them pulling it. Nah, man, Sooners. Here we go.
Okay, that's it. Sooners. What do you think?
Bama's gonna win. Here's the deal. I realize when you ask me these things, all my answers are, I'd like Miami to win. Texas A&M's definitely going to win that game. Tulane, hey, prove yourself. Let's see it. Let's see you belong here. With that being said, Ole Miss by 26. I'm not a fan of Alabama at all, and I'd love to see Oklahoma win this game, to see them play Indiana. I've got my eye on Indiana this year. That's the big story right there. But Alabama's going to win this one in the fourth quarter for sure.
Okay. I feel like Tulane is going to beat Ole Miss, and they're going to blame it on Kiffin for not coaching. But Drew, what do you think about the Alabama and Oklahoma?
Alabama wins. I think Oklahoma. I think they starting quarterback is hurt or he's banged up.
Oh, he is. I'll look it up.
So that makes a big difference, and it's just hard to beat a team like Alabama 3 times within a year period.
Yeah.
So I don't see Oklahoma winning this one. I think Alabama. I mean, Oklahoma played. I watched the first time they played this season, and Oklahoma played they had to play a really, really good game to pull that out. Alabama, to me, is a better team than them.
Really?
Yeah, Alabama. I watched Oklahoma. I watched them a few times, and I watched Alabama a few times. Alabama's better than Oklahoma, and I think they win that game by 10.
Wow.
Oklahoma had to play really, really, really well that time to pull that game out. I think the ball has them coming ready to go. They'll get that one on the road. They'll go on, play Indiana, and they'll beat Indiana.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what I like. We talking tonight. Okay.
Alabama had some help getting in there, though. So at the end of the season, they weren't really playing like a real number 9 seed. They were playing like
No, they've been up and down, right? They have, but they got.
And they're coming off a loss, so
right.
They're not going to lose 2 games in a row.
Right, they lost to Georgia. I think they get them. Coach will get them ready to bounce back from that loss. So like they beat Alabama beat Georgia early in the season. Kirby had those guys ready. Like Alabama had Georgia hand over the last few games. Like Georgia couldn't get over the hump, and Georgia finally was able to get through. And I think it's the same situation with Alabama. With they gonna get through the hump. I just think they got better players on the field. With Ty Simpson, the receiver, the running game is not the best. So you lost your best running back to the portal.
Right.
You lost him he went to Michigan, and he had a heck of a year at Michigan this year. So that kid was at Alabama last year. So you lost him.
Go Blue.
So if you had him, the running game would be different. But that's a different story. But Alabama wins this game.
Okay. Damn, man. Me personally, I've been picking Alabama for the last couple weeks, and they've been letting me down. So this would be the week that they bounce back. I really can't call it, man. I mean, if I have to make a pick, which on the show I do, I'm gonna go with Alabama again. It's just tough to go into Norman. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna take Alabama. Yeah, I'm gonna take Alabama. So the final game this weekend is James Madison traveling to Eugene. They're gonna have on the fire fit. You already know. Whenever and you go to that school, you never wear a jersey twice.
Right.
Phil Knight is backing you. And I mean, James Madison is number 12, so they're probably the biggest underdog in of this weekend. And who do you like? Drew?
I like Oregon.
Yeah.
And I think they win maybe about 4. I don't think they're gonna just smack James Madison. Like most people think they're gonna win about 30 plus. I don't think that. I think because James Madison, I'm familiar with them. They play tough quality, like big programs over the years. Like they smacked. I mean, North Carolina's not Oregon, but they played North Carolina last year and smacked them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they play high quality, like Power 4 teams and hold their own. You know what I mean? So now Oregon's a different beast, but I think that James Madison is not going to be scared of this opportunity in this atmosphere, and they're going to try to hold their own. But I think Oregon is too much talented than James Madison, and they end up pulling it out. But it's not going to be no crazy blowout, I don't think.
You think it's going to be a close one? Okay.
I'll say 14, 17 range. Not no 30, 40. I don't see that.
No, not a blowout like that. Okay.
No.
Lou, you know anything about James Madison at all, except for him being one of the four fathers of the country?
No, it's the president. If it plays out to the scenario that Drew had mentioned, then I think that would end up being a good game. Like that would be an entertaining game if it ends up being, 10-17 at the end of the game. But Oregon is kind of like that side team that I've always loved outside of Go Blue. And
right.
Okay. I'd love to see them get a chip. I'd love to see them go far. They always seem to go far and just get to the big game and then kind of flatten out. But that'll be the team that I'll be rooting for this year.
Have they ever won a chip?
I don't.
They be on the brink, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's always a year. It's always they get there and lose to basically like an
SEC team usually. Yeah,
Alabama unit every year.
I'm mad James Madison is there. I wanted Troy, man. Like I said, I've been following Troy all year. My cousin, the defensive lineman on Troy. I wanted Troy to beat them in the conference championship. Just didn't happen, but
right.
What conference are they in? The James Madison
Sun Belt.
Sun Belt.
Sun Belt. So who won last year? Who normally represents the Sun Belt?
Well, so I don't think the Sun Belt team made the playoffs last year. I could be wrong though. Yeah. I don't think they made it.
Not last year, because it was only 8. It was 4 teams last year, right?
No, it was 12 teams like this last year. This is the second year they're doing it like this.
Is
this
it?
Model.
And same Tulane. What's Tulane's conference?
Tulane is an American league.
Yeah.
Who's the powerhouse team in that conference?
That varies. It could
every different year.
Yeah. But that's a solid league. Like Memphis. They got some caliber, some like 3-star kind of athletes that go there. that kind of, you know.
Who was in the tournament last year that represented this?
And that's a good. I'm trying to remember.
I don't think they had a representation last
Probably
year.
didn't. Probably.
Hold on, I need to look. I can't remember because
I'm looking it up right now.
Who has the advantage in quarterback play between Alabama and Oklahoma?
I was just writing that shit.
wait, I didn't hear you.
Between the Oklahoma play, Alabama and Oklahoma, who has the quarterback advantage?
Alabama.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Come on, guys. Let's not do this.
He's not way better.
He
than
goes with the
Indiana.
shit.
Ain't that
Outside of
different?
Indiana ties that guy that's on this board right now. But to go back to Drew, Dan, out of all these teams, Dan Lanning has the most swag out of all of these coaches, and the players love playing for him. He's going to beat JMU by 20 plus. Oregon's probably going to be in that championship bracket when it's all said and done.
I think so too, bro. I think that they're gonna beat Texas Tech.
Dan Lanning got too much. The team loves him, man. He has too much fucking swag. They're gonna ball when they need the ball at the right time. Now that they can focus on 1 week, literally 1 week at a time, we go on. He's gonna focus all his energy on one team, literally at a time.
See, that's a good point. But I'm gonna go back to the playoff thing. Boise State made it last year, but they got the bye. They got a bye last year.
We said that.
Yeah, they did. And got clapped, didn't they? After they bye,
They lost to Penn State, 31-14.
Got clapped.
They get clapped. We gonna clap back. Yeah. So I mean that's overall. So before we sign off on the college football, damn, I thought M was gonna pull up for this. He loves this stuff. Who's your national champion? It started off.
My national champion.
Yeah.
Not being biased at all. Oregon, man.
Yo, they get their first chip.
Oregon, man. That's just me. I just feel like just week by week now, you have so much more to lose. It's not about rankings no more. Now you're in the playoffs. Now it's just time to win. Like I said, Alabama's one-dimensional. Drew just put me on that Oklahoma. I didn't know Oklahoma's quarterback was gone. I didn't know
Me
they
neither.
were order.
Right.
Even if that gives Alabama more of a chance. But look what they play after that. Do you get what I'm saying? I just feel like by the time Indiana meets Oregon, everybody's gonna be beat up a little bit. And being Mendoza takes a lot of their snaps and does like 70-80% of their offense. He's gonna take a lot of beating getting towards that end those get that championship game. I believe like the Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, Texas, that whole lower bracket down there is gonna get very fucking confusing.
Biz, let me say something real quick.
Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
John Mattia that's the Oklahoma quarterback. He is playing tomorrow.
Okay.
But he just had a hand surgery, so he's still like in recovery mode.
Man,
Okay.
you see what Herbert was doing to these niggas out there. That damn left hand and then
Stop.
you know that's my guy. Do you?
Yeah.
But nah, Drew, I just feel like that bottom half of that bracket is gonna get real tricky and weird. I feel like we know who's gonna be pulling the wins up top. I feel like we kind of know, but down low is a little shaky.
I like Georgia. I mean, I'm kind of being a little biased with me being in Georgia right
that's
now.
not biased. You make your
You know what
points.
I'm saying? But Georgia got, I think, offense and defense, they just all around to me is the best team. Kirby, I trust Kirby track record. He had a little run where they went back to back. They could have won 3 straight, and that year they didn't win the third one. They just embarrassed Florida State in that bowl game.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So I think Georgia's going. Huh?
Was that the year guys didn't dress? No, that wasn't that year, right? No,
that was the year Jordan Travis was the quarterback.
Okay, not the year he got hurt though. That was the year before, right?
It might have been a year. I can't remember, but they smacked Florida State by like 60. I think it was 60-0.
Yeah, no, that's the one where we missed the college. We missed the playoffs, and Jordan Travis broke his leg.
Right. That game.
Oh yeah. So, nobody dressed that year.
Right. Oh, right. That is true, but it's still
an asterisk on it. Yeah,
But I think Georgia is going to end up pulling this out.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna actually agree with you, bro. I'm gonna take Georgia for the championship this year. I think that they defeat Ohio State. I think Indiana gets upset by Alabama. I think Oregon and Alabama play in the semifinals, and then we probably see Georgia versus Alabama again for the national championship.
But I don't think it's going to happen. But what I like to see though is Indiana and Oregon. I don't think that game is going. They're not going to play. I think because Alabama beat Indiana.
Right.
But Mendoza and Dante Moore, who was considered the top 2 quarterbacks that they declared in this draft, that could determine who's going to probably go number 1.
We was debating. What was the guy for that you said you think he should go to the Jets? I was like,
Pavia.
Pavia, yeah,
Diego,
Pavia,
yeah.
For Vanderbilt. I was like,
I would be okay with that, but not in the first round.
I'm not okay with it, man. We don't need no more. We don't need no midget quarterback.
He got hard. He played hard. I like his
grit. He's good for the booth. Put him in the booth with Tebow or something.
Damn, you don't like him at all. Damn.
Yo, man, I feel like if you 5'9", like I said in the chat, 5'9", they listing you at 5'9", you're 5'7", you might be 5'6".
No, they list him at 6 foot, but he's really 5'9".
No, on Google they put him at 5'9", bro.
Oh wow.
They put him at 5'9". He's got to be 5'7". They listing you at 5'9".
I'm not with no more of that. Leave him where he's at. We don't need
unless
no more of these guys.
Super athlete. I don't want no parts.
He's a pretty good at, but 5'7" is a little.
We see Doug Flutie only once.
Yeah,
once or twice.
That ain't gonna work.
See on ESPN though, they list him at 6 foot.
Oh, do they?
If you look on his profile,
ESPN, they gotta stop. They gotta stop.
Yeah, he's not 6 foot for sure, but I do believe he's like 5'9", 5'10".
With cleats on, they got him in 2-inch cleats.
with 2 layers of grass.
Yeah. Did you see him at the Heisman? Yeah. Those boys was towering over him.
Yeah. Mendoza like 6'5", 6'3",
yeah,
6'4", something like that.
Looking down at him like, "What you doing here, boy?"
Yeah.
There's levels to this, huh?
Right. Yeah. What you doing here, boy?
Nah.
Yeah, but in the era that we grew up in.
Back in them days.
He'd be in the CFL somewhere.
Right.
I got a question, Drew. Is there a team before the Jets pick that needs a running back?
Say that one more time.
Is there somebody before the Jets in the draft? Right. I think we got the 5th or the 6th pick as of right
Jeremiah Love.
That's exactly why. Because
Breece Hall's not coming back.
Breece Hall's not coming back.
Jeremiah Love, if he's there, I would take him.
That's what I was saying. I was leading to that. Like, who has a running back? Who needs a running back before us? Because if he's still on the board when he gets there, we're taking him. And
I like him. And if we don't get him, I like Price. His backup. His backup is not that much of a difference. Man, Love might be a little better than him, but it's not that big of a difference.
Price is gonna come out?
He already declared.
Okay, he get declared. Okay,
he's considered a first, second round pick too.
Okay, second round. We can get him if we don't get Love. I like for us to get Love.
Why does Love remind me of like? And this is not a dig at Love because I feel like this other running back could just be just as good. He just didn't get a fair shot yet. What's the dude that was on Washington got traded to the San Francisco 49ers? Got shot.
Michael Robinson Jr.
Is that his name? Robinson Jr.?
Yeah,
I feel like he has a great fit. That's how their running styles kind of resemble, physical and fast. But like, I feel like Robinson Jr. can get a fair like starting job. I would even like him to come over to the Jets. Shit, because that bitch runs.
I think Jeremiah Love could be like what Thomas Jones was for us.
Right, Jones is more of a bruiser. But Love, he could give you 15, 20 carries, and he could give you like 5, 6 receptions. You know what I mean? Then you still got, if we lose Brees.
We're losing Brees.
You still got the other running back that from Wisconsin. I like him too.
Allen? Yeah. Braylon Allen or
Isaiah Allen. I like him too. And Isaiah Davis. So those are solid backs. but you bring all three of them together, you know,
Yeah, but Isaiah,
I can roll with that.
I like Braylon Allen. He's a
Well,
little.
the Jets are already eliminated from the playoffs next year.
That's crazy.
That's why we
You
got to
gonna
focus on
stop,
the
man.
draft.
You gonna stop with your Jets?
Football men are already eliminated from the playoffs the next year.
Oh, you gonna stop with your Jets slander? We're gonna turn it. We gotta turn it around at some point. It's been
The thing is the
quarterback.
Giants going because the Jets is going to probably try to trade those draft picks they got for I forgot his name, Sauce, to get the number 1 pick from the Giants.
You think so?
They're going to try to because the Giants, right? It's either going to be the Giants or the Saints that's going to have the number 1 pick.
Arch Manning, that's what y'all need in New York.
Arch Manning he's not declaring though. He's coming back another year.
Eventually, that's what it needs to be. That's what we want to see.
I think the Saints. I can see the Saints. I can see him going to the Saints. The Saints need Arch Manning.
Yeah.
I mean that's where he's from too. So
Right. It's gonna line up perfect.
That's what Grandpa was.
His grandfather gonna make the call. So I already see that lining up.
The Jets will get the Temu version.
Right, exactly. I ordered something off Temu that I was disappointed, just like the Jets. So here we go, man.
Taxi! Take me to the garden. And
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm surprised though.
Yabiselli. Look at your boy Yabiselli in there.
I'm surprised, man. We ain't seen no New York fans act like they won the NBA title.
Right, it's been silent. I feel like this was a gift designed for teams just like this.
Oh wow.
So I mean, aside from Patrick Ewing and going up against Elijah Wan in the NBA Finals, and the Knicks winning the Eastern Conference in 1995 and winning the Eastern Conference in 1999, this is the first real Knicks. I don't want to say championship. I guess championship of the millennium. So I gotta start with Lewis because I know he's gonna have a fiery day.
Yo, hold on, real quick. If I could put the Tony Yayo meme up when you just said that. I did that right there.
Yeah, I've been thinking of mad meme response.
Okay, yo, Lou, does the NBA Cup even matter or mean anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
It will in 10 years if they continue to do this, but not now. It means more than it did last year, which didn't mean much after its first inaugural year. So I mean, we pay attention to it a little bit more now than we did before, but it hasn't been around long enough. And it's going to take years and years for it to be something. And I'll be surprised if it lasts that long. But I think it means something more to the players that win it and to the fan base that wins alongside them than it means to the overall history of the game.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it be a stepping stone for teams. The Thunder, they didn't win it. I'm not saying that the teams that won it have made a stepping stone, but this has been a stepping stone for teams on the come up. We saw the Pacers make the finals against the Lakers, and then they actually was able to parlay that into a championship run. We've seen the Thunder, make their run and become a championship team. So the teams that have won haven't necessarily taken that and become NBA champions, but we've seen teams that have gone on a run in the NBA Cup later on become contenders. So, Drew, what do you think about it? How do you feel? I mean, you're a New York guy, you're a New York fan. Knicks, you was there. He was there.
Absolutely.
King.
Love my Knicks. Probably my favorite team of all sports.
Okay.
Is the Knicks. I kind of agree with Lou that the cup is not a big significant thing to me, but it's still a great accomplishment the Knicks did, and I think it's going to get bigger because if you watch the game, the way they was competing out there,
right,
that the level of play was high.
yeah,
Not only with the Knicks and Spurs game, but the semifinal games as well.
yeah.
With OKC and the Spurs and the Knicks and Orlando, those guys are playing at a high level. So I think that raises the bar the way those guys play. Anytime money is involved and it's helping like the guys like the guys on two-way contracts and stuff like that,
Yeah.
dudes is gonna go compete. You know what I mean? Because it's not part of your base salary.
Right.
So there's extra money involved with it. Guys is gonna go all out for that. So from that standpoint, I think it's only gonna take off. And with the Knicks, as far as them winning is just the beginning. I think even if the Knicks didn't win this, I think this is the year to really make a deep run. I still give OKC the best chance to win it this year, the way they've been playing. But the Knicks, this is the best shot for the Knicks to win it. The last couple, I thought last year they could have won it too, but this year right here with Boston being injured, with losing Tatum and stuff, everything falls in the right places for them to pull it off.
Go ahead, Biz. I got.
Oh no, I was shaking my head.
Ready.
No, I think Knicks are going to make a long run into the playoffs, and I think they have a good shot at a championship. Just OKC is a little bit different, but also I think the NBA Cup is just a good way to make some of the regular season interesting.
Yeah,
that's really. I mean, not for nothing. The regular season NBA was we was hoping it could fast forward so we could see football again. The NBA Cup just makes it more interesting now because now we get some of our teams we know ain't gonna be in playoffs late in the season because this is more of a beginning mid-season type run where you can get a championship. A lot of teams look good mid-season. You hear me? So it's a good chance to see your teams like your possible Charlotte Hornets to go on a run or something like that. But to see the Knicks do it, the Knicks been on the verge of doing something big. Pause. The last couple of years. So I just feel like it's their due time. They're due. They got the coach they need. They got some of the extra players they need. I always didn't like Thibodeau anyway. So me personally, I love the Brown.
Yeah, I like Thibodeau, but I like the style of Brown is playing. They play more of at a fast pace. They push it.
But Drew, I didn't like the whole playoffs. That 7-man rotation when you got all that talent on the bench.
Yeah, he was always like that since Chicago.
I get it, but as a coach, But as a coach, you're supposed to put that 8th and 9th and 10th guy in position to either be a good defensive guy to be out there,
right?
To have a good. Listen, you're my 3-point shooter. You're my corner guy. Be a threat. You should have these guys prepared to do these things. You got a 7-man rotation. So then when Precious Achiuwa comes in, he looked like he belonged at the damn over 30 league.
Oh shit!
Right. He's falling out the rotation. They going more with Mitch.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And Mitch was hurt, bro. On top of it, it got so bad you had to bring a center.
Always hurt, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, Mitch was not built ready to come back. When they brought him back last year, they was on some we're trying to make a run for it. And Mitch was like being a team player. You know what? Let's wrap this up as tight best as we can for me to play. And you could see from jump ball, that man was not healthy. So you put him out there like that. Listen, you know what the old Knicks would have did? The old Knicks with Charles Oakley, if somebody would have underducked Patrick Ewing like they did Mitchell Robinson, Charles Oakley or Charles Smith would have fucking stone cold stunnered somebody at half court. You hear what I'm saying?
Mason too.
Yeah,
Anthony Mason. They would have checked that other guy's center immediately down the court. Oh, you do that to ours? Oh, who's getting a flagrant? Right. All of them would have raised their hand. Me. I get it. Money and fines and all this shit, but also it's about making a statement too. You like, bro, Joel, you was getting killed by Mitch Robinson, rebound. He was out hustling you, and you purposely did that. That was a purpose thing too, bro. Knicks gonna have some identity as far as getting physical too and being mean.
But that's a fact. I agree with that. But I'm gonna tell you something about the Spurs. The Spurs they gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I love Vessel and Castle. When they get right,
you're gonna be a problem, bro.
Yeah.
And Castle, I know you know, they people's, you know, it's pops in them. They from Rockaway.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Edgemere.
Huh?
Edgemere.
No. They from like my area, like Gateway, Mott Avenue area.
Okay.
Yeah, his dad was nice in ball too. He just not 6'6". His dad played at Wake Forest, but they was feeling themselves. They was in the, you know, they on my Facebook and all that.
Yeah.
So they were showing the video dancing. We about to bring the cup. I wanted to send the video so bad. Not this time, buddy. I said, I'm gonna chill.
Okay, wait a minute, man. I gotta solo this. Okay. So kudos to the Knicks and all that. I told y'all in the group chat that the Knicks was gonna take the NBA Cup, all that. You know, they deserved it. They've been playing great, but this ain't it this year, man. Y'all gonna go home. Y'all gonna be having that tear down your eye. This ain't the year for the Knicks, man. But I'm saying it right here. Trendy Debates. The Knicks will trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Giannis Antetokounmpo will bring a championship to New York. Remember, I said it, man.
I think New York Knicks and Buffalo Bills are in the same position. Whereas all the key people, all the key people are injured right now or not playing up to their full potential for you to do what you're supposed to do. That's all I'm saying. Do you hear what I'm saying?
My thing about Giannis, I mean,
go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm a big Giannis fan, but he be missing a lot of games lately. And that,
I think it's on purpose.
I'm concerned about that.
I think that's on purpose. I don't think that. I think that's. I don't want to play in Milwaukee. I'm going to play the bare minimum and let people know I'm still here. Yes, my calf
I can see that.
hurts.
That
yes,
makes
my
sense.
lower back hurts. Yeah, my toe hurt. My pinky toe at that one hurt. You know, my eyebrow is in a little pain. Yeah, every injury possible that I'm going to have. I'm going to still get paid. I'm going to still get paid. Listen, I want out of here. Guess what? Remember James Harden?
So
I got a sprain.
So my thing is, though, that you make some good points right there. My thing is, I think Milwaukee, they appreciate Giannis so much. If he really wanted to be traded, all he got to do is tell him. I think they would trade him. You know what I mean? Because they already appreciate for what he's really done to the franchise. I mean, he could have told them back in the summertime, listen, I don't want to be here no more. I think Milwaukee would have traded him already.
They can't trade him until the last year of his contract. You can't trade a player like Giannis until at least the last year of his contract.
Listen.
When is he on the last year of his contract? This year?
Next year.
So why would they trade him this year then? If he's going to be on the last, I mean, why would they trade him this season then? If he had another year,
they're not going to trade him. They're not going to trade him to the off season, I believe.
Oh, so the off season, gotcha. So he's not coming to the Knicks this season then.
No, not this year. The off season.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Off season.
When I tell you that if he wanted, he respects them enough also to say, get somebody in here to help me then.
He did that already.
And they didn't do, and what? They got Damian Lillard and they gave up. Huh?
Your favorite player. They got him.
And then look how they did him his first injury. You think that sits well with the guy that asked for him to come over there?
No, that's why they're gonna start all over. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a rough road, but the NBA is gonna make sure that they get a follow up to Giannis. You know what I mean? They're not gonna let them. They're gonna let them get somebody that's. I'm not, of course, not comparable to Giannis. He's a top 25 player of all time in my book. But they're not gonna let them just go into purgatory. They're not going to let them be with the Nets or who's another team, the Wizards. I think that if Giannis leaves there, they're going to make sure they get supplemental pieces to build their franchise and at least give them give them. I'm not saying that they're necessarily going to be good, but they're going to have hope for the future.
Right.
They're not. They're not going to
go there. Is going to be disgruntled as fuck. Whoever goes there is going to be disgruntled as hell.
No, it's going to be somebody young, probably coming out. If anything, it'll probably be AJ. because AJ has so much upside
Ooh.
that Demensa, that they'll just be happy. They'll be happy to get AJ and let Giannis go, and then look to the future.
Yeah, because I can see that because word is like, OKC has a lottery pick and it's like a top 5 lottery pick.
Right.
Or top 3. And AJ is predicted he cannot go number 3 because if he goes into 3, that means he'll go to OKC.
Yeah.
And if he go to OKC with that group, that's gonna be crazy.
Who's AJ?
AJ Demensa, he's the number 1 prospect.
Yo, bro, Lil, I've been sitting here confused. I said, what did he say? Who? Thank you, Lil.
You gotta go look him up. He's the truth.
I was afraid to ask.
He's what they
he's T-Mac.
They say he's the next T-Mac.
No, they got the other kid. Some people starting to rank the other kid over the Manson. I don't like him over the Manson, but he's pretty good too.
For me, I could see Boozer going to OKC. He would slide in there and be a perfect fit with the OKC.
If Boozer went to OKC, oh my God, that's too much young talent there.
Right. See, the thing with Boozer though, and I like Boozer's gonna be a good player, but to me, I think he's already peaked at his ceiling. He's already at his ceiling.
I agree with you.
Right. You know me, and
but he's a solid role player for them. He doesn't have to.
Now, he might be more than a role player. He's gonna be a good, but I don't see him as a superstar though.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Will he be better than one of the Thompson?
He might be better than them now.
Think Amen? Yeah, I like Amen.
Them dudes is good athletes. Yeah,
I'm in Amen. Whatever you want to say.
I like the one on. I think they're both pretty good, but I like the one on the Rockets, even though I'm not a Rockets fan.
Yeah, Amen. Amen.
Them dudes is tough. Yeah, them dudes is pretty good too.
Yeah, it might be the best twins.
I gotta slide up out of here.
The Lopez brother.
Kids to bed and all this stuff.
Okay.
Love y'all guys, man. It's always been a pleasure to rock with you.
All right, Biz.
So here we go, man. I did want to get Biz's take on here, but you gotta do your duties, man. All right. So tonight, NFL, we got the Seahawks, or we got the Rams traveling to the Seahawks. I think the game is about to kick off. Who do you guys like in that Rams Seahawks? And I know Lou, it's very vital for your squad, the 49ers. Who do you like tonight in that?
I need the Seahawks to win this one, so okay. I got to be rooting for the Seahawks on this one tonight. It's going to be a good game to watch because I think the best of both teams are going to come out today, and it's a battle, trenches battle tonight. I'm excited about this game. It's going to be a good point in time of the season to watch the Seahawks play. I've been hearing you talk about them for weeks and weeks and weeks, and now it's a good time to put them to the test and play the Rams. I think the Rams are the real deal, and it's going to be a tough game. Both sides of the ball, both sides of the field, I believe. I'm going for the Seahawks in this one because I need that. I need the Rams to take the L on this one for the Niners to advance and get that number 1 seed. Bang bang.
Okay, so if the Seahawks win, the Niners will get the number 1 seed.
The Niners have to win out, and the Seahawks have to beat the Rams today, and then somebody, I believe. But yeah, Rams. If the Niners win out and we get help from the Seahawks today, then
if the Niners get the number 1 seed, look out.
Look out.
They'll have that first round bye. They can get everyone healthy. Would the linebacker come back?
Fred
Warner. Will Fred Warner return if they have the first week bye?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
The Super Bowl, not anytime. It's a what did they say? It's a 16.
What's up with Bosa? Bosa's out.
Bosa's out. It's not coming back. It's not likely at all. But Fred Warner is Fred Warner. He's a different breed. Everybody, in the Niners community talks about him coming back. He talks about him coming back. It's going to happen. If they make it to the bowl, then he's going to be there.
Bosa out for the season?
Hella high water. Bosa's out for the season, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Who do you like tonight, Drew? Rams or the Seahawks?
I'm going to go with the Rams. I just think that the Rams are playing at a high. They're playing well. The Seahawks have been playing good, but Donald's been struggling the last few games. The Seahawks brought him in, to take him over the hump and get to that next level. He has to play well. If he doesn't play well today, the Rams is going to win this by 10. And the Rams for me right now is playing like probably the top 2 or 3 NFL teams in the NFL. They've been playing great ball. Their offense is spectacular.
Right. And Devontae Adams, he's been playing great. I mean, he's injured right now, but great season for him.
Yeah, and the Puka, what's his name? Puka
Nakua.
He's a problem. He's probably the best receiver in the league right now.
I mean, I would say JSN is the best receiver this year. I'm a big Justin Jefferson fan, but I mean, I would go JSN, Puka Nakua, Jamar Chase, and I'm gonna think about it for a second for the last pick, but those guys have been awesome this year, man. They put up some great numbers and really been like game changers for the squads.
Should Matthew Stafford be considered MVP?
Oh, I think he's MVP. I think he's definitely MVP. I mean, I was going to talk about that on Sunday, but
you think he's going to win it or he's in contention?
No, he's still going to win it.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he's going to win it this year. I mean, barring them, like really like choking for the last 3 weeks of the season, he's got it. He's got it. I mean, definitely. I can't see anybody really stepping up to the plate. I mean, Josh Allen. If Josh Allen goes on a run for these last 3 weeks,
now he's been too inconsistent though. Too.
They overtake New England. I'm just saying he's a distant second, but nobody else is. I mean, yeah, Matthew Stafford had a great season, man. He had, and the Rams have been really peaking at the. I thought they peaked a little bit early, but I mean, if they can get the number 1 seed, they're formidable.
Yeah, the defense is good. They got a good offense. They got a running game. They're running back out 1,000 yards. They got a nice solid backup in Blake Corum. The receivers is high level. They got all the pieces.
Their kryptonite is the Eagles. So if they match up with the Eagles, but if they're at home, I would take them over the Eagles. But I mean, their kryptonite is the Eagles.
Right, because they almost beat the Eagles in the playoffs last year.
No, they did, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump against the Eagles. They kept losing to them.
It's hard to win on in that cold weather during that.
I would like them this year over the. I think we're going to see that. I mean, at this point, the Cowboys are, they lost their chance.
They done. I'm disappointed.
One game out of the last, I think they played the Commanders twice too. So they only have to win one game to secure the division and get the number 1 seed. So we'll most likely see the Eagles versus whoever's the number 5 seed in the NFC, which could be the 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, could be the Packers, could be the Bears. That division's still up for grabs. I love the way that the NFL set it up, where it's division matchups at the end of the season, because it makes it more
right. They did that because a lot of players would sit that last game or two,
right? And
so to avoid that, we're gonna put them games. So that was a good strategy. So
okay, man, this is our last topic of the night, man. And it's, I'm not a hater of these guys, man. Somebody on the screen is.
It's probably me.
Somebody on the screen is a hater of this regime. But we've seen for the last 10 years, Kansas City Chiefs, they've made it to the AFC Championship every single year since Mahomes has been under center. 10 straight division titles. And so now with Mahomes injuring his ACL, there's been a lot of talk through the media saying that Mahomes will try to come back next year. I don't think he should do that. I think he should just sit out next year, reset, and the team.
Sit out a whole year? You don't think he'd be ready by August?
He tore his ACL.
Well, recovery time.
I mean, no. Nowadays, your ACL he could, bro.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, we seen Aaron Rodgers come back from Achilles in pretty much less than 12 months. So but I'm just saying, as Mahomes could have another 10, 12 years in the league.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I don't think that you should rush him back. You know, even Tom Brady was like, "Yo, take your time, but attack your recovery and attack getting back." But I just think that he should take his time. Let the team be trash. Let them stack up assets. Let them restock. Let the old guys, you know, get up under the salary cap. And I'm not saying I'm not no Chiefs fan. You know, I'm a Jets, and where she at? She was asking for the damn show, and she ain't show up. I fuck with the Ravens, but I think the Chiefs, they have an opportunity to actually, almost reload and become a contender once again. This was. I didn't expect this year. I thought this. I picked them to go to the Final Four, in the AFC Championship. But this is the question. This is the topic of the night. The top dynasties. Now the Chiefs have to be considered in one of these dynasties.
Oh, absolutely.
This was Drew's top dynasties. We got the 80s San Francisco 49ers. So I'm going to ask you, Drew, you think that the 95 counts in the 80s dynasty? In the 49ers dynasty, 95 counts?
Well, no.
Okay.
But they won 4 in the 80s.
They won 4 in the 80s. No, definitely.
But to win 5 in a 15-year span is impressive too, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm mainly just counting the 8 from like
just counting the 80s, okay.
80 to 90.
And I mean, the Patriots, I would say they're it hates me. I don't want to say it, but I think that they would be number one because in the 2000s they got 3, but they also won. They also was the dynasty of the 2010s as well.
Right. But so with my pick, and the reason I picked the 49ers, they didn't lose the Super Bowl.
Oh,
New England did. They lost a couple. And so I was thinking about putting the Cowboys over the New England, but New England run was much longer. So for me, I just thought you had to put them. I thought about New England too, but the 49ers, they won Super Bowls, and they won those Super Bowls convincingly for the most part. Other than they smacked the Dolphins, I didn't watch that one, but first Super Bowl, this is the first dynasty I remember as a kid.
Me too.
The 49ers. I remember when they beat the Bengals. I watched that as a kid. I remember when they smacked the Broncos following year.
Yeah.
With John Elway. They spanked them.
That's when I became a 49er fan.
Right. Yeah. I remember that. And then I remember the following year when they was about to make another run, and then they lost to the Giants when Leonard Marshall caught Joe Montana.
Yeah,
they would have won that year. They could have easily won that year. You know what I mean? So I remember those teams. I think those teams overall are better than the New England team. There's more Hall of Famers on that team.
I feel you. I mean, I'm going to say this is maybe a hot take because Bill Belichick is, I said, widely renowned as the greatest coach. But I think Bill Walsh is the greatest coach in the NFL history.
Well, he changed. He don't have the run that Belichick. He is a great coach, and he's up there. But I think you mentioned Belichick because his longevity. He did it for like a 20-year period.
But I don't think that Belichick has the coaching tree of Bill Walsh, and also
absolutely.
Coast system. He invented the West Coast system, which is being still utilized and
absolutely
today. I mean, we've seen the Packers use it. Andy Reid is a disciple. He's not a disciple directly of Bill Walsh, but he's a disciple of Mike Holmgren.
Right, and he came from Bill Walsh.
Right. So
right.
I think Bill Walsh is the greatest coach of all time. But, I feel like Bill Walsh lost some luster when he went to Stanford, and he didn't really do much at Stanford. But to me, in the NFL level, I'm going with Bill Walsh.
Yeah, and you can't. Bill Walsh, he is up there. To me, to be a great coach, like you say, he created the West Coast offense.
Right.
He has a great X and O's.
Right.
He has an eye for talent.
Yeah.
He drafted Jerry Rice,
Mississippi Valley State.
Talk to him.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So he drafted Jerry Rice. He played at a small level. I don't even think they was Division I at the time. They was probably Division II at the time. And saw him off the humble, saw him on the news and said, "Who's that guy? We need to get him."
Damn, I didn't know that.
Right, and drafted him, and he became the greatest receiver, probably one of the greatest football players ever.
Top 5 football player ever.
Right, absolutely. So his eye, and you know what I mean? Because some people think, oh, he played at a small school. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I drafted him. He didn't care about none of that. So he has an eye for talent as well.
If I'm not taking Lawrence Taylor, I'm taking Jerry Rice.
Absolutely.
I'll put in a quarterback.
Absolutely. But Bill Walsh, I wouldn't say. I would still go with maybe Belichick or Parcells. I don't know if I'll go Parcells over Walsh, but Belichick or like a Don Shula. Don Shula's up there somewhere too.
Belichick is from his tree,
Right.
Chuck Noll, man.
Chuck Noll.
We didn't get to see him. The lineage is deep. It's like you're talking about when it reminds me of Yoda versus Darth Vader, whereas Walsh is more of the Yoda and Belichick's more of the Vader.
Okay.
I was looking at it like that. As far as what I was taking away from this, the 49ers win this by a landslide. And I think we easily associate the success of the Patriots with both decades, the 2000s and the 2010s.
Right.
Now that's a different conversation if we are to include both decades, because then you do want to include the 95 Niners Super Bowl victory into that. Are the Niners as a franchise with that 90s victory still bigger than the Patriots? As a Niners fan, I don't even know about that one. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Niners because I'm biased, but the Patriots are a very, very big dynasty. And if anybody's going to challenge the Niners, it would be the Patriots in this one. The other two in the bottom aren't even close.
I mean,
what?
I think that
I don't think they're close.
I personally think the Cowboys
are over the Cowboys.
It's hard for me to talk about the Steelers because we weren't alive for the Steelers run. Got to go to the grandpas and dads.
If you are a historian, I'm a historian of the game.
Yeah.
So, and I watch old games. You go always when you say something, not only you, but people, you can always go back to YouTube and watch clips. Like when people say Wilt, like when they talk about Wilt Chamberlain, you can put on a 5-minute video of Wilt Chamberlain and say his skill set and his athleticism translate to the NBA in 2025, and he would dominate. Just the way he moves up and down and stuff. I can watch a 5-minute Wilt Chamberlain video and say he would dominate today's NBA game easily.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with the Steelers. You can watch their film. They got great defensive players. Joe Green. Me, Joe Green was like Reggie White before Reggie White. You know what I mean? So
they are the first NFL dynasty.
Right. To me, there's not that much of a difference. You kind of being nitpicking a little bit. There's not that much of a difference. And the Cowboys, they got to be up there because they was out playing the 49ers in the early 90s. They sent them home twice in the NFC Championship game.
That's where I wanted to go. I mean, if you put the Chiefs and the Cowboys on the same field, the Cowboys is mopping them boys, man. I mean, if I gotta really reposition this, I would go with the Patriots number 1, 49ers number 2, Steelers number 3, Cowboys number 4, and Chiefs number 5.
But bro, listen up. This that's a different conversation because if you're talking about just who was the better team as far as talent,
okay, I see.
Then it probably is the Cowboys or the 49ers.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about dynasty as far as the accomplishments,
okay. I see.
Then you got to mention the 49ers or the Patriots.
Yeah,
because the Cowboys had maybe like a 5 or 6 year.
Right.
They won 3. They had like a 5-year run when they won 3 Super Bowls. Then they kind of started to fall off. But those Cowboys teams of the early 90s are probably the best teams out of all of them.
But the Steelers are a better team overall, a better franchise overall than the Cowboys. I think that's where I'm getting a little confused here watching this, where there's a big differentiation is like the Steelers overall to me are a bigger franchise than the Cowboys are overall. The Cowboys, obviously we were alive and watched the Cowboys during their 90s run. That decade run, we witnessed it.
Right.
That decade run isn't as big as this. That decade run plus what we didn't see with the Cowboys in the past doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't trump the Steelers and what they've done. The Steelers have won in the 70s. They were the most dominant thing alive in sports. And then you have the Steelers won. They were relevant in the 90s with the bus in his early careers, but then the Steelers won 2 Super Bowls since then. Cowboys haven't done shit.
No, but we're just speaking of their specific dynasties. We're not talking about the overall franchise.
Decade. That's what I'm saying. I get confused. That's what I'm saying is where I'm getting confused when I'm saying earlier I said, the other two franchises can't hold the torch or can't compare it. I'm looking at it specifically from the decade standpoint, but then when I start looking at it from combining different decades, it's a different conversation for me.
Right. If you win 3, this is more of a decade than like the Cowboys. They won 3 Super Bowls like in a 4-year period. That's a dynasty right there.
Right.
Even if it's not like a 10-year period.
Right.
You win 3 championships in like a 4 or 5-year period. That's a dynasty. The 49ers, they won about 3 in a 6-year period.
Yeah.
Like from 84 to 90, they won 3 Super Bowls. That's impressive. In the 2000s, the Patriots won what was it? 3 like in 5 years?
3.
They beat the Rams, they beat the Panthers, and they beat the Eagles. Like in a 5-year period.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the Chiefs. They did, like, you look at the Chiefs dynasty. I mean, it's a great dynasty, but other than Mahomes and Kelsey and what's the lineman on the who is Hall of Fame?
Chris Jones.
I mean, that doesn't mean they ain't not a dynasty, but if you're talking about a collective of talent, the Cowboys or the 49ers got the best collection of talent.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, Mahomes, you got Mahomes, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Chris Jones, Andy Reid. They're the Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah, and Andy Reid as a coach is up there somewhere too.
Yeah,
the most viable part.
The Patriots had so many different, I mean, Tom Brady, of course, Rob Gronkowski, but is Rob Gronkowski in the third? He's in the second half, right? He's not. He
came in like 2010 in that run.
Second half. I can't put him, but I mean, he's Tom Brady's biggest, best target. A receiver. Of course, you had Randy Moss for a couple years, but they never won a championship.
But that's probably their best team they had in that. Is that team? That's probably
that's their best team. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, I always correlate that to the Warriors. Like, if those 2 teams would have won the championship, they would be the greatest teams ever. Going 16-0. I remember watching that season, and I was really in awe of them. Like, I'm sorry, man. Going 16-0 should be, even though they lost the Super Bowl to the Giants, okay, going 16-0 should definitely be more of a compliment. Like, we should really herald that. Like, we never seen that. Now,
that's one of the top 5 teams ever.
Our fathers seen the Dolphins go undefeated, but 16-0 for a season is crazy. And
they was blowing teams out there, yeah.
They was killing teams. And they was winning close games, too. I remember the game against the Ravens. The Ravens had them, bro.
Giants had him too.
Had them. So, I mean, that definitely has to be. I mean, that's 2007. That's one of the greatest football teams. So, I mean, we didn't really have this on the slate or whatever. Who's your number one team of all time? And I'll start with Lou. I mean, I know where you're gonna go.
You know that.
Who's your number one team?
All time? My favorite team all time?
Yeah, number one football team. I'm not saying like franchise. I'm saying the best single season team that you've seen.
The best single season team. Yeah, probably the undefeated Patriots season for sure.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my favorite team of them would be the Niners in 94, 95.
I think that's still the best team I've ever seen. Well,
Yeah, but then you go undefeated. I don't remember their season record. I know they won the bowl by
they lost 2 games. They lost
14-2 year.
Yeah, they lost 2 games that year.
What team was that? He said the last 14. What team was that?
The 94-95 49ers. William Floyd.
Steve Young. Yeah.
Young, Deion Sanders, Merton Hanks.
Yeah, that was a great team.
Greg Plummer. That's the best team I've ever seen. To me, that was able to reach the mountaintop. You heard? So
it's between those two. I mean, one 16-0, and the other was just on paper the best team I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that 07 team. But do you know what teams I liked a lot? Was the Rams' greatest show on turf.
That's
a big unit.
Yeah.
You know another
the team that lost to New England, to me, was the best team I made a seen. Was that Rams team? The year they won, they was kind of like, there was like a surprise team,
right.
But the one when they lost to the Patriots, that was a great team right there.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the greatest offensively, top 2 or 3, definitely. The defense. I mean, they went and got what was the cornerback? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about, Drew.
Kurt Warner?
No, the cornerback they got.
Aeneas Williams.
Aeneas Williams.
Oh, Aeneas Williams, right. They played with the Cardinals.
He deserved a chip. He didn't even get one. He played in the championship. But that's a great team. Definitely a great team. I would take over them. I might take John Elway and them, Terrell Davis, Neil Smith.
Yeah,
Smith, Shannon.
Those are great teams too. Those are great. Yeah, Elway wasn't the.
He wasn't Elway. He wasn't Elway.
But he was still good enough.
He was still good enough. Right?
I tell people all the time about John Elway. The greatest throw I ever seen a quarterback make was him in that Super Bowl when they got smacked by the Redskins.
Yes.
He, like, the very first throw, he throw that shit like 60, 70 yards. And
I feel like
on point.
I don't know why.
That's the greatest throw I've ever seen.
Like, his
arm was crazy.
He's a top. I would put John Elway over Aaron Rodgers. I know he don't got the MVPs of Aaron Rodgers, but he was Aaron Rodgers before Aaron Rodgers.
That's debatable. Yeah, you could definitely debate that. You could debate him and Dan Marino.
John Elway was crazy. He was taking the Broncos. They was losing, but he was really willing them to the Super Bowl. Obviously biased with the Buffalo. I was a Buffalo fan as a youth, and Jim Kelly.
I was just thinking that. Do you think they lost all 4, but would they be considered a dynasty, or you got to win one?
If they got to win one, you got to win one.
You got to win multiple ones.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, yeah, that's true. That run they had was crazy.
Me and my uncle had this debate a while ago because we was trying to figure out what a dynasty is. I mean, because I thought like a dynasty you had to win like at least 4, but
not 3. 3
is 3 is comparable. I think 3 and playing for 5, playing for maybe 1 or 2 championships in an 8-year span is definitely a dynasty. So, yeah.
You said playing for?
Yeah. I mean, you win 3 Super Bowls and you play for 2 Super Bowls like the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
that's a dynasty. That's definitely a dynasty. And I don't want to look like I'm shitting on the Chiefs, but we've seen a lot, bro. I mean, we're I'm not saying we old now, but we've seen
we're in our 40s, right? We've seen enough, right?
We've seen a lot of football, and the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, I would put him top 5 quarterback of all time, but as a team and a dynasty, if we rank them, I mean, we put them all together, I don't think the way that they lost to the Eagles, I never seen Joe Montana lose like that. I never seen Tom Brady lose like that.
No.
Tom Brady may lose on a field goal. It's going to be close. I never seen Troy Aikman get killed like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would.
But if you was to take him out, of this group, who would you put in though?
No, I'm not taking him out. I'm not taking him out. I'm keeping him in there. Okay. I'm keeping him in there. I mean, you could put Ray Nitschke. If you want to put Ray Nitschke in the Packers of the '60s up there.
Well,
star. You know what I'm saying?
They only won 2 though. They won 3.
But they did win. They did win the NFL championship too before the Super Bowl.
Okay.
This part right.
Technically, they won 3 in a row because they won the NFL championship and then they won 2 Super Bowls. So that's 3 in a row. We could put the '60s Green Bay Packers up there. I don't really. It's hard for me because
now I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ray Nitschke and Bart Starr.
Yo, if Mad Dog was here right now,
Mad Dog would be proud of us right now.
Hey, yo, listen, man. When it comes to old school, like I had a guy I used to work with years ago. He swore Dick Buckers was better than Lawrence Taylor.
See?
I grew up hearing that.
He loved Dick Buckers, and he's better than Lawrence. He had so many stories. I'm like, he's still not better than Lawrence Taylor. You know what I mean? And Dick Buckers, see those guys. He was a great player, but those guys, see Lawrence Taylor, he also won. He won 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
Like Dick, the dudes on them Bears, they didn't win. They didn't win at a high level. So you got winning got to. Impact and winning that plays a part in your legacy as well.
I was watching something, this is the crazy. I was watching this interview with LT. LT said, man, they said LT Room was the latest she ever got to the game. He said, man, I was chilling and I rolled past the stadium.
I just saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I thought he was bullshitting. I'm like, he lying.
The lights is on. He said, oh shit, we got a game tonight. But think, Drew, if you beating me up, Scotty, a game don't really matter.
Right.
Scotty go first.
Yeah.
You beating me up, Scotty.
Oh man.
Scotty come first. Yo, how could you? I don't know if it helps or hurt. I mean, if you probably beaming up Scotty, you probably don't feel no type of pain. Maybe Scotty was the main ingredient to the greatness.
Yeah.
It was definitely the X factor.
Man. You beaming me up, Scotty, and then going to the game and I remember he said he was asleep in they was doing a film session and he was asleep and Bill Belichick was like, yo man, wake up. Do you even know what we did? He went to the board, wrote, yeah, we doing this, we doing that, yada, 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 yeah. And went back to sleep. They said, okay, you got it, man. Yeah, LT is different, man.
Right.
We never gonna see nothing like that.
Yeah, some plays like that, they get it done on the field.
Yeah.
They get a little bit of leverage. I mean, especially at the pro level.
Right.
You just leave him alone. He's okay. As a coach, I would do that. You know what I mean?
That's Rodman.
Yo, what's those awards you got? Yeah, you're flexing on us a little bit, man, tonight. What's these plaques behind you?
Oh, those are some coach awards I won over the years of my coaching.
I love it, man. He flexing on us a little bit, man.
Congratulations.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to do. No, but just some awards, from the past years and stuff like that.
No, they tend to keep them clean.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love your transition from Virginia Union to now, man. It's immaculate. It's amazing, bro. I can't even put it.
Yeah. I started turning around 24, 20.
Yeah, yo, it's definitely it could be a documentary for real. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, it's amazing, bro. So yeah, man, that's all I had for us tonight. Well, I'm gonna go enjoy this game. I thank you guys for of course, joining. We should be back on Sunday, and we'll have a more of a what the playoff picture is gonna be in the NFL. It's getting down to the nitty gritty, really. It's teams getting eliminated. Some teams are on the brink, like Baltimore. Where you at?
Yeah, I want to see them get in, man. Hopefully they get in.
I want to see them get in, and I feel like that might not be what happens.
Nah, it's not looking good.
I mean, the Lions have to beat the Steelers this week, and then Baltimore has to beat the Patriots. So if the Steelers are able to beat the Lions and Baltimore loses to the Patriots, we'll be singing their swan song. I'm trying to think of another team that is in that situation. Maybe the Buccaneers could be that way.
It's them and the Panthers.
Right.
They play each other twice in the next 3 weeks.
Oh, twice. So okay.
Wow.
Right. So whoever wins those games wins the division, they get in.
Okay, so yeah, it's going to come down to those two games with the Panthers. If the Panthers beat them twice, goodbye, Baker. If Baker and them are able to, Todd Bowles. I'm a Todd Bowles fan. I like Todd Bowles.
They blew that game. They shouldn't have lost to the Falcons last week. That was terrible.
But you know how it goes with division games. It could go any way sometimes, man. When you're playing a division.
No, but they controlled that whole game. They lost it in the last. That was a bad loss.
Yeah, that was a bad loss. That's why he was cursing and everything in the press conference and all that. So yeah, man. I'll hit you guys up. We'll stay connected in the group chat. I thank everybody that tuned in. We out of here. It's your trendy debate. You heard?
All right, guys.
Right. Boom, boom, boom. BB had to do it to him. Cock back if a nigga front, I'ma pop that. Got straps, you don't want smoke, you better stop that. Real nigga, there's certain shit that I do not jack. Plus I got some killers on my side and they do not rap. Fake nigga, there's certain questions we do not ask. Perk make the body feel good like a hot bath. You niggas hot ass, your music stay for real. Blizz get it, next on that like a Nike deal. Big guns, we got big guns like the Navy SEAL. It was all a dream like Biggie till I made it.